Hey love, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to start off by filling in my brows, and you want to lightly do this. I'm using, of course, MAC Spike Pencil, and underneath my brows I'm going to use MAC Concealer, which is 2 shades lighter than my natural skin tone, and that's just going to give a natural highlight. Now on top of my brows I'm going to go in with my natural color concealer and clean up the brows a little bit. And I'm just taking a Q-tip to give me a more cleaner look, and I'm taking a spoolie and kind of blending out the front so it looks a little bit more natural. Also, you want to make sure that you blend out that bottom concealer so it goes in a lot better. Now I'm going to be taking some clear mascara, and I'm going to apply that to my brow hairs, and that's just going to make the hairs stand out a lot more, and they're not going to look so drawed on like, or so filled in like, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go on to my palettes and do my eyes. I'm going to be using the chocolate bar palette, and I think this is milk chocolate, and I'm using this as a transition color, and this color is just basically going to help all of the eyeshadow colors that you're going to use transition well or blend well. So I'm going in with a darker color. I can't remember the colors that's in this palette, but of course I'll have it below in the info bar. Now I'm going to go in with my Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm going to use like this soft shimmery champagne color as a lid color, and I spray a little bit of Fix Plus spray on it just to weten the brush a little bit and add a little bit more pop with the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go in with a darker brown color and define my crease a little bit. I really don't want to go for a dramatic bridal makeup, so I'm just keeping it very soft, and if you want something a little bit more intense, you can definitely just add more color. I decided to do this video, guys, because I noticed there are a lot of people getting married. Congratulations to those who are getting married or have been married recently. So I just decided to do this little tutorial doing a bridal makeup. This is one of my looks that I do like to use when I am doing makeup for brides. Now I'm going to just go in and eyeline my eye. I love this Lorac pen because it's so easy to get the perfect wing eyeliner, and as you can see, by adding a piece of tape, it also helps you get the perfect wing liner as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, remember in the very beginning I was placing something on my eyelids? That was just MAC soft ochre, and that is a eyeshadow primer. So as you can see, I've already added some lashes. I'll put the information below in the info bar, and now I'm just taking a wet towel and wiping away any fallouts that may have came from my eyeshadow. And now I'm just going in the waterline with the black eyeliner pencil and just filling that in. I just think that completes the look a little bit more better on the eyes. And now I'm going in with that same transition color that I used on top of my eyes, or on my eyes, and I'm just going to darken that area just a little bit. Now I'm going to use MAC mascara, and I'm going to add some mascara to my bottom lashes. I love doing this when it comes to being glamorous. It just makes your eyes look a little bit more bigger, brings the attention definitely to your eyes, and a little bit more focus. So let's go ahead and move to this face, honey, and let's beat this face. Of course, if you are oily, you want to make sure you use a primer. I love this primer because it keeps me matte all day long, and it works really good on my brides as well, especially because you guys are going to be taking pictures and possibly being hot and sweaty, so you want to make sure you got some foundation that's going to last and not move on you. And to do that, you need to have the perfect primer. So now I'm going in with a color corrector pen, and this is just color correcting any imperfections that you may have. Now I'm taking a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. You don't want to not apply anything else when using a color corrector, otherwise you'll be looking like Oompa Loompa. So make sure you continue on with the next steps of applying your foundation or concealer. This is not a step that you would want to walk out of the house with. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my Nars concealer, and I'm just concealing those little dark areas or dark circles underneath my eyes. This is totally optional. You could actually skip this step and just add foundation instead, but it's totally up to you depending on how much coverage you're doing. Now when it comes to foundations, I love to recommend two foundations: the Lancome Tint Ardell foundation as well as the Nars All Day Luminous foundation. And I love both of these foundations because they pretty much last all day and it still gives you like a nice glowy look. But with the Tint Ardell, it gives you more of a matte look, and it definitely lasts all day and it will not move at all. So actually, if I had the correct summer color for the Tint Ardell by Lancome, I actually would be using that right now. But the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation is a foundation I would use on my girls who are dry or a little bit of oily and dry, so combination skin. I really wouldn't go for this foundation if someone was oily, but it just depends on what the bride is going for and what they're looking for, because you definitely can matte out this foundation if you wanted to get more of a matte look instead of a glowy look. So it just really depends on the bride. Also, just make sure you blend, especially when it comes to that Becca primer and the foundation, because you don't want to have any streaks or any uneven patches or anything like that. So blending is so important again. Now I'm going to go underneath my eyes and add a highlight. It's so important to add highlighting to the face. It just completes the overall look. But you don't want to go too crazy with the highlight, and you don't want to go too bright and light with the highlight. So I would just go 2 shades or 1 shade lighter than your original color. So basically I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And I'm just going to take a beauty blender and blend out that concealer. So yeah, I'm just blending my life away. And as you can see, at the top I put a little too much highlight. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. And now I'm just going to go ahead and contour my face. I am using, I think it's MAC something. I can't remember. But anyways, I love this Nars brush. It gives me the perfect contour line. Great. Now I'm going to go in with my highlight color and I'm going to highlight right underneath that contour line, and it's just going to make the contouring of the cheek pop out a little bit more. It's going to add a little bit more definition to the face, because sometimes adding foundation can definitely make your face look flat. So I'm going to take that same contouring powder and I'm going to go around my hairline as well. Right, so now I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm just going to blend out that contour line, because you really don't want a harsh contour line. You want it to look as natural as possible and you want it to appear like a shadow. So any dark lines is definitely going to scream, I have on makeup and I overdid it. So now I'm going to go in and bake, as we say, our highlight, or bake our face. So I'm going in with the banana midnight powder and I'm just applying this powder to every part of my face that I highlighted, and this is just setting the concealer. So I want to contour my nose because I want my nose to appear a little bit more slimmer. So I'm taking that same contouring powder that I used to contour my cheeks, and I'm going to apply a little bit of this powder to my nose in a straight line as possible. And I'm going to take my fingers and blend out that line, and that's going to take away any harsh lines that appeared on your nose, and it's going to give more of a natural look. So I don't want to let the banana midnight powder cook for too long, so I'm just removing that. Now I'm going to go in with some blush and apply it on the apples of my cheek, and I'm actually going to take my blush up just a little bit higher. So I'm going to finish out this look by adding a highlighter. I love using highlighters on my makeup and my brides because it gives more of a natural soft glow, and when the light hits that particular area, it is just gorgeous, breathtaking. Also, a little bit goes a long way. You don't want to overdo it because then you'll look very sweaty and oily. So now I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus spray and I'm going to spray that all over my face. And that's going to take away from the whole cake face look if you went a little overboard with your makeup. Now I'm just going to line my lips, add a little bit of lipstick to complete the look, and voila! here is the final look of my bridal makeup tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.